Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sports Bites. Sports Bites, we are your number one sports podcast, bringing you the best of both worlds, sports and snacks. I'm your host, Randall Horn, along with, to my right, my brother Don Schro. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? How we doing?
Not bad. You doing all right tonight?
Doing fantastic.
Awesome. Across the table, Dr. Mike on the mic. How you doing tonight? My friend Brent Turner over here. How you doing tonight, Brent?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing good, man. I'm amped to be back, for a full episode, first episode, full episode back for me in a few weeks. So I'm excited. Way across the table again. You know, last time I was here, we were a little on the same side. I'm like, so back across the table from me, good buddy Robert Bialik. How you doing tonight, Robert?
Doing all right. How are you?
I'm just happy to see you, brother.
All right.
They said, all right, if you say.
Well, we've got a great episode for everybody out there. A lot of stuff to go through today. A lot of stuff to talk about. Big week 2 in the NFL. Big injuries coming through the ranks this week. I think the injury bug came through.
Yeah.
Fantasy
happened to
football,
everybody, man.
A lot of fantasy football ups and downs this week, and I know the MLB season is kind of winding down. We're down the stretch. We're getting down to the nitty gritty.
I know. I was talking to you know Owen.
No.
Owen too.
Good one. I knew that was coming.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into it.
There was some witchcraft going on.
Save it
too. So
save it for a little bit.
I got you, but
Wait.
We'll give you your piece.
Witchcraft. You talking about some witchcraft?
Mint magic, baby.
How about the witchcraft by the Kansas City Chiefs on those refs?
Okay,
We'll get into it.
Oh, that was my.
So here we go.
Toast.
So it is good to be back. I'm excited. I'm just happy to be back here for a full episode with you guys. I felt like last week when I left, it was like I left a part of myself in the studio. I'm back. But anyway.
it was a fart cloud.
Is that what it was? Okay. I felt kind of funny afterwards. So,
Yeah,
but as always, we want to let everybody know out there that we are coming to you live tonight from beautiful Varsity Park Studios here at Varsity Park Franklin, Roanoke's newest innovative storage and business center. Check them out on Facebook or at varsityparkfranklin.com. We also want to throw a shout out to our man behind the scenes, going remote tonight, keeping the production going for us tonight. Pretty damn professionally, if I may say so myself.
He's missing out. We've got some good snacks.
I know. He's missing out on the snacks. That's
you can sit at home and be jealous.
That's what you're missing.
Big shout out to our man Josh Richards behind the scenes, keeping us rocking and rolling tonight. Thank you, Josh, so much for everything that you do.
Yes, sir.
And one more big thanks to all you fans out there tuning in who have stuck with us through this journey so far.
I think we're about 150 subscribers.
About 150, 151.
We're 51.
I was gonna say we're right there.
Nice little milestone.
And if I'm not mistaken, I'll have to recount. I believe we are somewhere around the 40 episode milestone. We are really getting up there.
I know.
I think it was December 7th.
It was the first weekend of December was our first episode.
We got to do something
live from the basement.
1 year.
The 1 year anniversary. Yeah.
Planning on it. But again, we just want to thank all of you fans out there so much for being a part of the Sports Bites family. Thank you for all the likes, the subscriptions. Thank you for all the comments, the engagement. Hopefully you guys really enjoy the episode. Jump in on the comments. Tell us hey, tell us who you are, tell us what you want to talk about. We're going to engage with you guys big time tonight. And on that note, Let's rock and roll, man,
Let's
with
do
some
it.
snacks. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
all right,
pretty
all right,
hungry,
Get
bro.
ready, man. I see over there some good
So
ones.
we got a full board of snacks tonight, right?
Full board.
One's got to get a shout out. We got a shout out for one.
I've kind of done.
All right.
Every now and then I'll do like a little theme for the snacks to match what we're talking about. And if you remember, if you're an OG, I did an episode on voodoo, on cursed. This week 2 NFL, voodoo again, cursed. Just so many underdogs, won, so many injuries, just last minute upsets, craziness. So that was kind of my theme going into it. So we've got a bunch of snacks. So first thing we're going to start with, Cajun spice, right? We're thinking the Bayou, right?
All
I'll
right.
get to it here at the
Cajun.
end.
Yeah.
But this is
like the
Lay's
Cajun.
kettle cooked Cajun spice flavored chips.
All right.
Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself.
No way you can go wrong with these. You can't go wrong with these.
I'm away, man.
The Cajun is.
You're not going to
best.
walk away from this. So anyway, I love a good kettle cooked chip.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Kettle's the best.
I'll pass them around.
Yeah,
Yes, kettle's the best.
you just make sure everybody know what happened here today.
They look good, man. They smell good too. I'm hoping for like a Boulder barbecue or something like that, right?
Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here.
All right.
Josh, I know you're at home jealous
know, you're
right
like,
now.
wow.
He said, like,
All right,
"Kettle
it's
cooked
the
Cajun,
best
you sons
day."
of bitch."
Here we go.
All right, here it is. Let's see.
It smells really good.
Well, obviously, kettle cooked, great crunch. Love it.
Oh man, anything Cajun, man. It's really good flavor. It's not like too bad and too hot or anything. Little kick.
That's exactly what I thought it would be.
Yep.
Like a Boulder barbecue.
Yes.
Lots of pepper,
Yes.
but not spicy though.
No.
Almost like
Smoky.
a smoky spiciness.
Yeah.
Just enough. Just a hint.
I can dig it.
I like those a lot. I can get a bag.
Oh yeah, those were nice. And then
get a
you
bag
a little
of those.
slow on the end now. I'm picking that up.
Yeah, I get a bag.
I
of
love
those.
Cajun. I get.
Oh really? Oh
Right,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Now, I will say,
Yeah, like Cajun fries from Bojangles.
voodoo
That's the
chips
best.
are hard to mess with.
Oh yeah.
Voodoo chips, yeah.
They are so hard to beat.
Those very good though.
Those are right up there with them.
Yeah,
Very good.
At what cookout, Five Guys, but fries are always good
Anything
in
Cajun.
Cajun.
The blackening spice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's blackening spice probably.
Some
What,
extra cake.
but it's good. Ooh, all right. I'm looking forward to reviewing
Yeah.
this. What to see what they're
Digging
saying.
them,
All right.
digging
Yeah, that's a good one.
So speaking of a little more spooky stuff, a little dark energy was just going around the NFL this week. So I've got Oreo dark chocolate. That's it. Just dark chocolate Oreo.
Brent, this is why you're our director of snack content.
Dark chocolate.
This is awesome.
I like dark more than milk chocolate. Probably.
Now we've had
Dark
we've
chocolate.
had
I'm not a
really
fan of
good
dark chocolate.
I love dark.
I love it.
We've
I
had
did-
we've had good,
ever since I was a kid, man.
had good
Yeah.
juju with Oreos on
Yeah.
this show. So
Oh, those are, golly, those are like,
I saw some.
Juju's already.
I saw some
bad.
Coca-Cola flavored Oreos.
no, wait, but we almost did those
Oh,
last
man.
week. But I
Oh man,
Dark chocolate.
really,
me
can't
neither.
stand it.
And these,
and the
I'm like,
Oreo though.
I mean that
Smells
feeling
pretty
is
good.
dark.
I think I'm gonna like it.
All right, it's-
here we go. I haven't had these. Anything dark chocolate. Oh yeah,
that doesn't taste dark.
that's on point.
It's way sweeter.
That's on point. It's not as dark as I thought. Like like a Hershey's.
It's still gonna, if you like it, like a strong cocoa flavor.
Yeah. At the end, once you swallow, yep.
That's
They're
not
still
bad.
pretty sweet.
That's
bad.
very sweet for dark chocolate. Yeah.
About in between. That very good. Like it. Fill a whole rack of those, you're in trouble. Yeah, a whole rack of those, you're in trouble. You're gonna be on the toilet.
I don't hate them. I actually,
I like them.
It still tastes like Oreo.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Yeah, it
less,
does.
less vanilla
exactly.
Oreo, I guess.
Just a hint of cocoa in there, and cream. I think. I don't think it had like the real dark chocolate taste, but I got that hint of cocoa in it.
You ready for the last snack? I'm sorry, Randy. Where are you?
He's
You're looking something up.
something happened.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh,
I just can't.
We got secrets.
okay.
I'm just saying.
That's what she said.
So for our our second to last sample, we've got. So I don't know if everybody knows, but every year Mountain Dew does a voodoo flavor. Right, it's kind of ties in all the voodoo bullcrap that was going on.
Very limited release every year.
They do it once a year. This is volume. I can't tell. I think it's number 4.
The new release of Mountain Dew.
So this is Mountain Dew Voodoo. Now, I brought what was that mango one I brought on here, and you really liked it. You drank it there for a hot minute.
Mango was good.
So
we're gonna try. You're talking about the Laguna Lemonade.
Laguna Lemonade. That's the one. Yeah,
that is still to this day. Like
you can still get it.
No.
Okay.
But you may be able to get cases of it at Sam's. Our boss at work, Gerald, his wife bought a case and their grandkid didn't like it, so he brought it in. It was a case, like a 24 case, split in half. One was Laguna Lemonade and one was Point Break Punch.
Oh, okay.
Never had that one before. We should have done that one too because the Point Break Punch equally as good.
Well, Mountain Dew getting weird with it again. So every year, if you don't know the gimmick with this voodoo, is it's supposed to taste like a Halloween candy.
Pour it up.
So you're supposed to. It's a mystery flavor. It's white every year, so you kind of guess what it is.
Got shots.
So Dr. Mike is loving it.
Mike's pouring the shots.
Hey.
Pour them up. Pour them up.
All right, let me pass that on over to.
It smells like.
Let's see what we got.
Okay. Now you're just going off smell.
I like the smell. I can't put it on. I like it.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
Here we go. What'd you say that is? It's not bad, but
Mountain Dew. What is it? Doo-doo? Is that what it is?
no, that doesn't taste bad.
Yeah, no flavor. I feel like it's carbonated water.
It's carbonated water.
No way.
No, it's
I don't
got
feel
something.
like
I just can't.
You got too much Oreo on your palate.
Maybe,
or whatever.
but
Yeah, I think it tastes
I
good.
can smell it, but I don't think it has enough flavor.
Well, what would you say, Brent? What
this
was
is
the flavor you put
100%
on it?
Strawberry Starburst.
Yeah, strawberry. Yeah.
I was thinking Starburst.
Strawberry.
It's strawberry
Too.
Starburst. It's exactly what it is.
I'm glad I'm not going crazy though, but I'm like,
No, that does not taste bad.
I'll take a little second. Another little, but
That does not
I get a
taste
lot
bad.
of carbonated water, but not a lot of flavor.
Now think strawberry.
I was gonna say,
Starburst.
I definitely taste the strawberry for sure. I cleansed mine with water before. That's why.
And how are you supposed to know what it is?
I don't
Cleanser.
know. I guess maybe Mountain Dew will tell
They
you.
release it, I think, at the end of the when
you
the
gotta-
release is over. They
Strawberry Starburst. That's a pretty solid guess right there.
Good one.
got nobody in the comments so
Because
far.
it's all
What is up?
it's just
Yeah, what's
carbonated
up, guys?
water.
None.
Shout out.
It's got a ton of sugar in it.
Got 6 viewers. Who's in here tonight?
4 of us.
Well, yeah, I mean, but we got 2 other people.
So
Maybe.
you need to cleanse your palate with water. I feel like to taste.
I mean, it's like I said,
better.
it's not bad. I feel like it needs a little more kick of flavor too, so that you can really kind of get what that mystery flavor is.
Not wild about it.
It's shit.
All right, here we go.
I know you love fruit soda.
Basil,
This is gonna be
coffee tastes like.
Here you want to do these ones?
Yeah, so I'll do them as so.
It is shit.
Get that.
Along the lines of
Get
coaching,
away from me.
over the years, you meet some really cool people. This last year coaching, Coach Pitch, we met a family. A little boy played on the same team as my son Carson. Little boy by the name of Colin. Awesome little dude. They're actually playing football together right now for the Cave Spring AU team. His parents, Mike and Molly, awesome folks. We've met them. We've talked to them a whole bunch. Great people. Molly, we had talked to Molly and Mike about the podcast that we do, and Molly was really interested in the snack side, looking for snacks and stuff. We were talking about different stores and stuff that you can find obscure snacks. Well, she was at Walmart and found these, and texted my wife and was like, "Tell Randy, I got these gummies for them to try on the podcast." And so tonight, we are, courtesy of Molly O'Malley over here, we are going to try these Shack-alicious XL gummies. So you got peach,
Shakalicious.
berry punch, and orange.
Those look good.
I like a gummy. I like a gummy, and I like Shaq. Shaq, I've always told everybody, I think Shaq's probably one of the coolest people you could ever hang out with.
And Molly recommended this.
She bought them because she thought it was sports and snacks
There we
all
go.
in one bag, and I'm like, you know what?
Shaq.
I'm for it. So let's give these
Shaq.
Shakalicious XL gummies a go on here,
They're definitely they're
courtesy
huge.
of the O'Malleys.
They're huge.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
They are huge.
These are some pretty hefty gummies.
Whoa.
They are, but I guess
Some of these Shaq ain't looking.
The
he's looking
forehead.
like when they do the.
That's a Shazam. That's a Shazam Shaq.
Yeah, forehead.
Look, that's a Shazam Shaq.
Forehead's looking like a.
You know when they take the picture of the babies like and while they're still in the mom's stomach and they're like pressed to make it. That's what this one looks like. That's what he looks like. His facial.
Oh, see here.
I don't know. The pink,
I got one of each, so
Berry punch.
pink one's all right. Not like.
that's a lot of gummy.
Yeah. That's the only issue. It's just
Yeah.
That's a good gummy. It's a good flavor. Yeah, it's a lot.
should be smaller.
No, I mean I don't mind it.
To be fair,
I don't either.
Shaq size.
I wish they were a little softer.
Yeah.
They're a little.
What's with everything being
Well,
big now? They've got like big everything.
Those big Skittles were good though. Though whatever they were, cloud
Not bad.
Skittle cloud thing.
Definitely Shaq size.
Yeah, I'm like they remind me of a gummy from a kid, like being a kid. I can't remember, like
What's up, Adam?
shark,
Finally.
Ones were good.
shark gummies.
Finally,
Maybe
someone
like,
says hi.
But they had like the white bottom, right? Mm-hmm. The gum. Yeah, those ones are good.
I did like sharks.
Not
I
bad.
mean, Gushers still reigns supreme.
Not bad.
yeah.
Not bad.
Hey, Gushers.
Gushers. It's more as like gummies that you get at Kroger.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what that last one was. That was
The
peach
best
orange,
gummies
but
are
that was good.
Welch's.
That last one was
Welch's
really good.
and he's makes some good ones.
Welch's
The
gummies
the
are
fruit, the ones that are
shit.
yeah, they are
They're the best.
amazing.
Yeah. They don't get stuck in your teeth and stuff.
yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. Those,
Great.
I'm digging it. I am digging it.
Another dark.
What's up, Adam? How you doing tonight, buddy?
Finally, someone stopped being shy.
Adam, we got 2 new dogs that we're gonna have to bring to your house for you to meet.
Already told him.
you did, man. Wild how things change so fast.
Gushers are too
I hook them right. They seem like pretty easy dogs anyway. All right.
Barkley's been really good. Marley's
I like the gut.
but
Here
anyway.
we go.
It's like a candle.
And we're off.
All right, here we go.
Like not exactly.
Yeah, the Hasbro commercial.
Those Welch's are perfect.
Welch's are pretty good.
All right, so
Here we go.
NFL Week 2 in the books.
It was not a good week for anyone in
I
this
think we
room.
touched on it.
Anyone in this room was not a good week.
Well, it started off. It started off on such a wild note.
Yeah, but I'm probably the only one that it didn't affect at all.
What do you mean?
Because to me, that's the Cowboys.
No, you already did pessimistic.
Even me, I didn't think that was
Perception of
I hate the
I didn't think
Cowboys,
it was
but I
gonna
didn't think it
happen.
was going to
Don't
happen.
get me wrong. I didn't think
Thank
it was
you.
going to happen. I thought they were going to win, but when it was happening, I just go, okay.
Yeah.
Like, not a surprise.
Can't say I felt the same
But
way.
it's just like, dude, how do you talk? I understand your situation as a Cowboys fan, but everyone, all these experts, everyone in the ESPN studio had these guys winning, including the fourth decimals, 14 out of 14. And I get it. Some of the scores are close. Okay. They thought it was going to be a close game, some of them. But, like, to talk a team up so much and then for something like that to happen, I mean, people are panicking over 1 week.
Can I put something
It's
in
one
perspective,
game,
though?
just like our game.
And
It's one
that's
game.
something I don't like.
It's one game.
Is when the analysts are unanimously, unless it's like a guaranteed
Yeah,
blowout,
somebody'd pick
they-
the
Same
Saints.
thing
yeah, like
Monday
you're a
night.
9-point favorite at home.
Somebody or last night, unanimous. Every analyst that they talked to, the crew that they had on the field for it, every single person on there unanimously. Philadelphia Eagles all night tonight. Jason Kelsey, I love my man.
By
Jason
50.
Kelsey, Eagles by 50. Don't care. And I'm like, terrible juju. You don't put that on your team because truthfully,
yeah.
and I hate to jump to the end of it before we get started on the beginning, but truthfully, the Eagles and the Falcons, I am not surprised it was that close of a game because they're very similar teams. Both have suspect defenses. Both of them have a good offensive line they've put together, great running backs. The big difference, Jalen Hurts gets his first downs on his feet when he needs to. Cousins makes you bite on play action and torches you that way.
Right,
And
he actually was able to throw the ball this week.
Yeah, and so
On the last drive.
They had him standing in the pocket last game. I saw him doing bootlegs, so he looked like he was he's still a little rusty looking, still a little.
But look,
had a little
as time
hit,
goes,
he can get up, but he was moving around okay enough.
yeah.
if you don't get hurt with an injury, as time goes on and you build it up and you don't have a reoccurring injury, it's going to get better. You're going to be able to do more things as weeks go on. I mean, you just saw him 1 week better than last week. He might have felt a little bit better, so he said, call up a few rollout plays for me. I'm going to do a little bit. Arm feels a little better. I'm feeling a little bit more confident.
But how much of that is Kirk looking good, or just the Eagles secondary not looking good per the?
I don't want to talk about that last drive. I mean, it wasn't Saquon. It wasn't Saquon. The reason we lost that game was not Saquon. It might be a small.
On the last drive, whatever happened after Saquon, I'm saying that last drive, they went to that left
There's
side.
a lot of different
with
things.
Blankenship
Coaching.
and the rookie, and they just worked that left side of the field all the way down.
The reason they lost the game isn't because of Saquon, but if Saquon
didn't
catches
have-
Yes,
the ball,
if
the game
Saquon
is
catches the
over.
ball,
Yeah.
yes. You're right.
But that's the thing.
But why
I've
pass
said
the ball in that situation? No
But I've said
timeout.
too many.
Why?
I'm sick of people like blaming the coach for that call. He called the right play.
No, it was a good play. I love the play.
In that
I love the
situation,
play.
the coach's job is to design a play to get a first down
And he
in
did.
the game. He did it.
Yeah, you're right.
They didn't
I
execute.
agree.
Yeah, and that's
Can't get mad at that.
I'm a huge advocate for. If a game is coming down to one play at the end, you probably didn't do a good enough job in the
first
the game.
3.5
There's
quarters.
always some things that people don't capitalize on.
they were
and
with us the whole
Neither
game.
team capitalized. We both teams
Devontae
gave
dropped the
each other
touchdown.
a lot of chances.
I don't. In some cases, that's the case, but in the NFL, every team is pretty good. So a lot of games are going to come down to the last play or last drive or something, just because
So it's a better team is.
it's not like, oh, if it's coming down the last play when we fucked up or something. Like, yeah, there may have been some stuff that you did, but it's because it's the NFL. It's tough. It's a tough league.
Either way,
It's all right. Move on.
yeah, let's start it. Let's wind the
Forget
clock
about
back.
it. On in week 3.
Yeah, we'll move
Hey,
on.
honestly, it doesn't bother me because
Get out of the way early.
truthfully, the Falcons are a good team.
They're
They
not
have
bad. They're not a
ton
bad
of
team.
Weapons. No, they're a good team. I
Yeah,
mean,
they're not a bad team
They
at all.
they have a ton of weapons. Cousins, if his form gets better and better, and he does shake the rust off through the season, they're going to be a team to watch out for down the stretch.
They were supposed to be.
Exactly. I mean, they did they made a lot of moves in the offseason to really solidify themselves, and I think that they have. But yeah, let's wind it back. Let's start it at the beginning. Let's talk about the Bills and the Dolphins. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thursday night?
Yeah. I think the storyline coming out of that game for the game itself, I think the Bills played an excellent game.
Mm-hmm.
They looked crisp, like we like to say.
Crispy, baby.
Everything was just working great, and the defense was flying around. And so they played a great game, and they're minus a few guys, so they went down to Miami on a business trip and got that shit done. Like,
And if I may,
I got Miami's number.
11 of the last 12 games, the only game that they lost to Miami in the last 12 games was last year. During that game, it was daytime, and where Miami Stadium is, the home side completely shaded, the Bills side blazing hot the whole game. Those guys talking to players at the end of the game last year, they were like, "We're just worked. Like there's no energy left on the field." That's the one game Miami got. The moment they went to Miami at night, I was like, "This can be a tough game." This
So
can be a tough game for Miami.
they continued to own the Dolphins.
Yes.
But the biggest takeaway from the game is obviously Tua's health, right? And as far
Right.
as his concussions,
Right.
and things like that. And,
He was placed on IR today.
the question that's been going around that I thought we might get into a little bit. I don't want to take anything away from the Bills. They had a great game.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? Not if you're Tua, but if you're an owner or you're, his wife or somebody like that, what do you tell him after his third concussion? And not to make any jokes, but fourth concussion, he's laying on the field and he's got the fingers in his face again.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you like?
Throwing up
What,
gang signs.
yeah. It's like, what do you do? What do you do with and people are debating like you have to you got to tell them like, hey man, you're a family man. You got to be there for your kids. You should hang him up.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's like he's a competitor. He's worked his whole life to get to where he's at and just got a huge contract. And like the money's not the thing, but just like as a competitor, he's worked his ass off to get to where he's at, and just to say I don't want to do it anymore. Like that's
Well, it's not that he doesn't want to do it. It's that physically you can't do it. Look at guys like Pat White. Same thing. They worked their ass off. He worked his ass off at West Virginia. Went to the Dolphins. Cursed with the Dolphins, I guess. But I mean, that's all it takes. I mean, he didn't even have multiple concussions. He had one huge hit, and it almost killed him. I'm like, football is a dangerous sport. I'm like, no one will deny that football is one of the most dangerous things you'll ever do at that level. But you're right. He has a family. He has other things that he has to, no matter what. I can't remember who the player was, but when he was talking about, was it Anthony Rendon this season, was talking about how baseball is his job, but it's not the most important thing to him.
Yeah, we figured that out the last couple of years.
But the thing is, I mean, it's a good point, and that should go to most players out there. Is if you have a family and you're going into the league and you're taking that risk for those millions to play the game and take care of your family, that's one thing. But dude, when you can't see straight at the age of 29 because you've taken so many hits to the head and you're struggling to walk by the time you're in your mid 30s because you're having neurological issues from all of the head damage you've had, dude, it's like boxers and stuff. Like, you have to know when to hang it up. I like Tua. I think Tua's a good guy. All the things I've read about him, people are like, he is an A+, really great guy. But that does not discount the fact that no one, rival players, rival teams, rival owners, anybody, no one wants to see you die on the field of play because you got hit in the head one too many times.
I think honestly, he should just hang him up.
I think so.
I think he should just hang him up. The Dolphins do right by him. Let's say, just figure it out financially. Do right by him. Here's a chunk of change. Go live the rest of your life and enjoy your family. You're going to be set.
Be a consultant.
And the NFL will work with you. Go. And you could still be around football.
He'll wear a headset.
Be an analyst or something like that. And no one.
Have you heard him talk? I don't think.
No, I'm just something.
I don't think I have, to be honest.
But something around the game,
Probably too many
if he wants to, or a coach or something like that, and just walk away from your playing career, but stay around football.
Yeah,
that's what I'd like to see for him. So,
but at some point, like you guys are all saying, you have to think about the family. He's just so young. He already has a family. He already has a life. He has plenty of money, probably. Yeah, he would love to play the rest of his career and make the millions he's making. But 4 times, what was it, 2 in college, 2 in the NFL, especially NFL, these guys are rocking you any chance they get. And of all people,
his next hit could be his last one.
But of all people, I'm not saying anything against this. Of all people, it was DeMar Hamlin that hit him. And as soon as he hit him, he was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Like, crap.
But the thing is, he didn't even hit him that.
But no. Look, you got to teach quarterbacks, too.
Time.
You got to teach quarterbacks, too. Tua was diving. Tua was diving for the first time. You can't do that. It's the same thing Wentz did when he got helicoptered, and he was never the same after that.
Like the other ones, he
was never the same after that.
You got slammed down your head. Like you dove your head into him.
Yes. And he could have slid for the first down easily. He could have slid for the first down.
Watching the hit a couple times, he's lucky he didn't break his neck.
Yeah,
because when he hit his head, I mean, it was. I thought, I was like, he's probably got spinal damage from that. But I mean, it's sad for him. We all like to see electrifying games. We like to see the players on the field that do great things that make you go, wow. But you also don't want to see a guy Rachel being a Bills fan, watching DeMar Hamlin last year, it sucked. Like, it really sucked to see him go through that. Or I guess, was it last year or the year before? Was that 2 years ago that happened, or was it last year?
2 years ago.
Yeah. But I'm like, it was such a scary moment because you don't want to see that, whether it's a rival play. I mean, you're a Baltimore fan. You would want to be watching Baltimore play your biggest rival and watch their running back get destroyed on the field, and then they're like, oh, we got to come out here and put an AED on him because he doesn't have pulse. You don't want to see that. Like, you could joke about it, but I know you don't want to see that.
No.
Even if it was Patrick Mahomes, you'd be like, you guys got to fix them.
And, there's diseases now, like the diseases that go on that they find later in life on these football players, especially CTE. Like, they made a whole movie about it, concussion, a few years ago, Will Smith. It literally talks about all the people in football that didn't think about after the fact, after thousands and thousands of hit to the dome, what's going to happen 5-10 years down the road.
Yep.
They died because their brain shut down because they took so many hits. He probably can't commentate or do anything that involves thinking, especially when it goes to sliding instead of diving forward. Probably because he's had so many concussions. It goes with quick thoughts. It goes with thought process, stuff like that. Like,
Look
you
at
got to
Ali,
have a
man.
brain, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Look at Ali by the end of his
You
life.
got to have
man.
a
Like,
brain,
just,
man. You got to
Well,
just stop. He's got to stop.
I'm like,
he can't continue.
Sucks, but
I'm hoping the best for Tua. He can make
He's
a
fantastic
Daniel
athlete.
Hartstead guaranteed 160 million. Now here's the thing about that: guaranteed 160 million. I play the Powerball once a week in hopes to hit a number somewhere even close to that.
Yeah.
You can live off 160 million comfortably
Yes,
with
you
your
can.
family forever.
Look.
Kids are going to school. That's taken care of.
Yeah.
Like they're going to college. You got 160.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how it all plays out, but
I was
these
surprised
guys
that the Dolphins waited so long to announce IR. I will say that I kind of figured that one was a
it
gimme.
happened
Like
like
the
today.
moment it happened, the next day, them being like, so Tua's going to be down for quite some time. He's going on IR till we get this figured out. I mean, they waited 3 days before they actually was like, okay, we're going to go ahead and put him on IR now.
I think that's just business and
Maybe, but
behind the scenes stuff. Like, I don't.
well, I'm hoping the best for Tua.
yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely.
But you know,
That's sad.
High hopes, low expectations in that situation.
Take it easy, brother.
Yep. So let's move on. Big Sunday. I'm not joking or being sarcastic about this. I'm just going to ask real quick. Did Tech win on Saturday?
Yes.
Okay.
Again.
Florida State 0-3. Oh, here we go.
ODU, right?
Yeah.
And everybody
Yeah,
talks about ODU.
Memphis. We lost to Memphis, and
Who's 3-0?
well, Memphis also had Norvell.
Wow.
And that was even sweeter of a win for them.
Yeah, but
And Florida State.
they are talking DJ's done.
Yeah, I'd rather have
like-
what's his name? I'd rather have that.
I thought you guys might need to vent about just the embarrassment that is you guys. By the way, your season over under was 9.5. The under's already cashed.
We lost our whole team. Look at Michigan; they lost their whole team. They're not the same team.
Texas
They
though,
won games though.
By 10
Texas,
against the
though.
FCS team.
man, they're gonna be hard.
They won by
to
10
this year.
against the
Texas
FCS.
gonna be
They've
bad.
won 2 games.
They're gonna be bad.
Texas
For
is
the
good.
year. Yeah, they're good.
Games.
But yeah, just wanted to ask. Congratulations, because I know a lot of Tech fans around here, man.
Yeah.
The city of Roanoke changes on a Tech win weekend.
We got tests
It
this
does.
weekend. We'll see. This will kind of give me just like a measuring stick kind of game.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
They're gonna lose.
I don't mind it because at this point we're 3
Who
games
they-
in. I literally have to
Who are they
concern
facing?
myself no
Rutgers.
more with college football. I'm
Y'all
like,
making a
whatever.
bowl? Y'all making a bowl?
We're going. It's 7-5 or 5-7.
I know
That's
after
where we're
game
at.
one, they were saying put Brock in, the guy that played third string for us last year. So
I can tell you, Miami has. To
he at
be
least knows the
loving it,
playbook
though.
more.
They're fine.
He knows
Like,
the playbook
year
more.
They come back and
Yeah.
they actually look really good.
How about
Yep.
Cam Ward?
Florida
Miami's
State
gonna
and
worry.
Florida
And I'll
both
say,
suck.
and the Gators.
How
Yeah,
about Cam Ward though, the guy we were looking at for so long? I mean,
I
this
wanted
dude is
him.
looking like a Heisman already.
wanted him.
He had 6 touchdowns last week.
It sucks. He's down the street.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
He
Most
wanted to go to
definitely.
Miami.
But
That's all right.
But anyway, moving on. Sunday, Sunday,
bloody Sunday.
bloody Sunday.
Bloody.
Yeah. Ravens.
that was the you got to talk
Ravens
about that
gonna
game.
Ravens.
That was the
we
craziest
made it
game
happen
ever,
out
man.
of blowing 10-point or more fourth quarter leads. It's just kind of what we do.
Minshew magic, baby.
So
Minshew magic.
going down that road Sunday, I just get that pit in my stomach. It's like, here it is again.
Here it is.
Here it is again. And it was awful. And we get the 10-point lead. I'm feeling good. And then,
But you're
I
not
thought it was
feeling
over.
great.
I'm
I
not
thought it
As
was
an
over,
Eagles
honestly.
fan, I know that feeling.
I would
I'm
love
watching
just a
the ticker,
little
like-
bit more margin, and we were on the way to getting it. But on a critical 3rd and 1, Derrick Henry, they're going with this tush-push kind of variant where the tight end sweeps in, takes it, and we've run it before. Get the first down, ice the game, done. Full start. Derrick Henry just goes,
Oh,
then we got to get the ball back to them.
to the third. That was 3rd and 6. Y'all didn't get it.
And then it was just downhill from there, and it sucks. We're sitting at 0-2 in probably the hardest division in the league. Thankfully, the Bengals are 0-2. The Steelers are frauds. I think the Browns are frauds.
Yeah.
Bengals should be
Steelers
1-1.
defense is
Bengals should be
The
1-1.
Steelers defense hasn't played anybody.
Yeah.
they're still really good.
They're still really good. And once Russell comes, they're
TJ
gonna
Watt's
be really
gonna get
good.
hurt.
That's very true. That's a very
But if he's on the field, they're very good. He's one
At
of the best
any rate,
players in the
I don't want to talk about them. I'm just saying
TJ Watt's one of the
it
best in
doesn't
the
matter.
league.
We do this. Gardner Minshew is our daddy. He did this shit last year with the Colts when we were like an 8-point favorite and came and beat us in overtime. So if I never see that guy come to Baltimore again, that would be wonderful.
I know you hate him, but I love Gardner.
This dude
I wish we'd have
Minshew-
kept him in Philly.
He's just a winner, no matter where he goes. Jags, Indy,
We've got
Philly.
we
Raiders.
are all in this week.
Yeah. Oh,
Against-
yeah.
Heading to Dallas.
Against
We cannot.
Dallas, at Dallas. Good luck.
Harbaugh's
They're gonna
never
be
gone
pissed
0
off,
3. We will not go 0 3.
all
Well,
right.
and I'll tell you now, after the
gonna be a
Saints
good
game,
game.
Dallas, they're coming out.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna be pissed.
No, I think they're
coming
going to
out
be
fire.
pissed off too. So
Yeah.
I think we're both going to try
gonna
to
be a
bring
good
our
game.
A game down there. We got to go on, bring the game on the road.
Dude.
We've got our offensive, the right side of our offensive line is bad. Max Crosby earned his game check that he was killing us the whole game.
Crosby's a monster.
And he's the one we're trying to ice it. Makes a huge sack.
Yes.
We lose 10 yards, and then we got to punt again. He made the play of the game.
You can't hate on him, dude.
And
Like,
so
they were making some good plays, and like Minshew's got weapons now. He's got Devontae, Brock Bowers. That dude's unbelievable.
They both
he
hate
caught a
Devontae.
clutch
Jacoby.
high point catch between two guys. I mean, they were playing good defense.
Jacoby.
so
Yeah, you guys
That-
were playing
you know,
bad
I'm just
defense.
trying
That
to,
was
like-
good plays, man.
I'm just chalking this one up to Ravens going to Raven. I think that the Chiefs game was kind of more indicative of where we're at. A better team than what we showed on Sunday. I think we're going to go down to Dallas
Yeah,
focused.
I think you guys are fine.
because I don't think that we cannot afford to go with if we're 0 3.
That's bad.
That's bad.
That's a
sound the
bad start.
alarms. Sound the alarms. That's bad.
Yeah, that's bad. But your division saves you, I feel like.
Yeah, not really because the Steelers are sitting there at 3-0.
Yeah.
But you're
They're
still
gonna-
technically the best team. It
But
doesn't
it
matter about the
fucking
record.
0-3. I'm sorry. I don't want to
There's 17 games. There's 17 games.
I understand, but that just means more of those 14 you got to win to make up ground.
You're
The
right.
pressure adds to, like, it builds more and more every game.
Your boy
We
Harbaugh.
don't have an easy schedule
Look,
this year.
Your boy Harbaugh said it best. We're now at a 15-game season. Those 2 games are behind us, just like ours.
Oh my God!
Our games
Shut
are
up,
behind.
Harbaugh. I'm pissed at him.
How do you
He's
not
such
like Harbaugh? He's the
no,
freaking
I love him, but
Ravens
he's
coach.
such a buffoon. Whoever
He's
is
not a
telling
buffoon.
him to
That's-
challenge plays,
Yeah, they all are awful.
he sucks ass at that.
It's not all
and you're
him.
not telling me we could have used a couple timeouts after they score a touchdown where we can go down the field and get Justin Tucker in range to go kick a field goal? Kill him.
But you got to
man.
move up pretty close for him now.
Yeah, but he's
Another 50 missed. 2,
Yeah,
56.
I know.
Wide left.
I know. Just another thing. And a bullshit PI call where they score
A lot
on the
of
next
those this
play.
weekend.
He had Devontae Adams locked up.
Chiefs
he had,
game?
he had him locked up. What's the guy supposed to do? We're both
That one was garbage.
That one
was garbage.
That one was.
They were both hand fighting.
They were a good play on the
Yeah,
ball.
it was.
That one was iffy. The
That-
one in the end of the Chiefs
That
game
one
was a pass interference. That one was.
Well,
It was
Anyways,
close. It was
Ravens
bang
moved
bang, but it
on to
was.
Dallas.
It was.
week 3. Moving on
Here
from
we go.
that.
Let's move on.
Browns over Jags, 18-13. Yeah, that was
Hey, Deshaun played well enough to win. And Jags are looking terrible.
Jags might be.
Jags are looking
super
terrible.
Trevor Lawrence is
Might be
looking
ass.
terrible.
Yes. Etienne's not the same. Ingram's
Jags
not
played
there.
good enough.
They're missing Ridley and
Yeah, Deshaun played good enough to win. He was 22 for 34 for 186 yards. That was it. No touchdowns. No picks, but no touchdowns.
he had a rushing touchdown.
I
He
mean,
did have a 1-yard rushing touchdown. He did.
He played good enough to win. That's all I said.
Yeah.
That's all I said. I didn't say he played well.
yeah,
said he played good enough to win.
I got you. I'm just saying, yeah, that's
For all the shit that happened last week, all the shit talking, for him to come in even against Jacksonville and win, give it to him.
we'll see how that goes down the stretch.
The defense did most of it, but
Jets over Titans. Another.
Will Levis is hilarious.
Yes, he is.
he played so great, but his mistakes are like
turning the
Pee-wee.
ball over, man.
His
just
Let's
trying
throw
too
it
much.
to the other team when you could have just gone down again.
Try-
The second week in a row, the coach is like, "What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, that's kind of shit that
Like,
that,
what the fuck? Are
That's
you
kind of
doing?"
shit that loses you a job quick.
That loses you both games to start the year.
I don't know
too.
who the Titans back
He doesn't.
is.
Against the Bears, they don't
No
do
one
that.
else
They,
does
lose,
either.
they, don't win. They win the game
be
against
good.
the Bears without that shit throw, and then the game
drive me nuts.
against the Jets, it was close.
Not a clue.
He played so good except for that one play.
Charlie Whitehurst.
Charlie Whitehurst.
So we had Vikings over Niners. So this is kind of an interesting one. So
Yeah, Washington.
are the Vikings that good,
I think so.
or are the Niners struggling this
I
year?
think
I think the Vikings are real.
Are good.
Vikings are real.
You know, maybe,
I was watching that whole game.
just maybe, the Jets and the Panthers organizations are just absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
Because Sam Darnold, Geno Smith,
Yes.
Baker Mayfield,
Oh my God, you're right.
they all look
Pretty good right now. They all look pretty good.
Yeah, they're
That's a
rocking
good
and rolling
that's a good
nowadays.
point right there.
So maybe it's a good thing Bryce is getting benched. Maybe he can go somewhere else.
Andy Dalton is going to produce more than him. Like, it just is what it is. It's not hard, but
11-year veteran. He
should.
better.
yeah.
But yeah, Chargers over the Panthers 26-3. As a joke.
Herbert got hurt at the end, though. It's hard to see. Right at the end of like a game that, he should have been out.
Yeah. Seahawks over Patriots in overtime.
That was a good game.
Pretty good. Gino's
I watched
stat line
that.
was really good. I know
Dude.
he did great in fantasy.
How about the Patriots, man? You got to give them some credit. Even though they lost that game, they played a damn good week 1 against Cincy, locked down Jamar the whole game. And Gonzalez, yeah, DK shredded him that game, but he was doing his part, and the defense was doing really good besides that one big play, really. I mean, it was back and forth game. I was watching it. I mean, it was awesome.
I agree,
Good game
for
to
sure.
watch.
Saints Cowboys. I'll tell you now, Shaheed, man.
That whole offense.
That dude was a steal in fantasy drafts.
The whole
he
offense,
really was in almost every draft. They're looking like now he's going to end up being number 1.
I got
over Olave
I got
because of his speed on the outside.
I got something.
They're deep threat for sure.
Most definitely. I mean, it was a well played game. I don't know.
He's talking about Ravens are going to Raven, Cowboys are going to
Hey.
Cowboy. That's what the Saints have done it to us before too. Kamara loves to play against Dallas. He scored 6 touchdowns on us on Thanksgiving. So
Yeah.
I mean, did I think it was going to happen? No, but it was. I wasn't shocked.
Yeah.
They did really well at you guys.
Scoring.
You guys were driving on them. I mean, stop. You guys were driving on them every time. You just got field goals. You guys could have put just as many points. But
I mean, driving the first field goal was over 50 yards. We weren't really driving that one.
Yeah.
Then we got into the red zone the next time, and then we kicked the field goal. Then we scored a touchdown. Like we weren't.
you were moving the ball, though. I mean,
The
like,
defense
yeah,
gave up a touchdown on the first 6 drives.
I know. I wouldn't.
Which is
It
not
doesn't matter
like-
what you do on
Yeah,
offense.
I witnessed.
there. It doesn't matter what you do on
You're
offense.
not playing to win. You're playing to keep up at that point.
Exactly.
all my point was they were keeping you guys guessing. That I got a stat right here. 2023, they were 32nd in football. Last 14.4% play action rate. First 2 games of the year, 52.3%. That means more than 50% of the time they're doing play action, and they got Kamara back there. So if you do hand the ball off, dangerous. First in the league right now, and that's how you win. You change everything. It's all about change.
They've given Derek Carr the
got
weapons
athletes
with
now.
the playbook, the players. They've given him the weapons to have a season that he has a chance to look like his old self.
Yes.
Yep.
Now play action to Shaheed.
He's got to stay
Over the
healthy,
top.
though, is the big thing for
Got
him.
Olave.
I know Chris Bailey's loving it because he's not just a Raiders fan, but he was a big Derek Carr fan.
I hated
And
watching him go.
I will say, I like Derek Carr. Not a big fan on the Michael Jackson. Not a big fan of that one.
Why?
He can't pull it off, man. Once you've seen Rush Hour and you see Chris Tucker kill it, you can't watch somebody else.
But
do
he
the
was
Michael
just
Jackson.
celebrating. I mean, he was like, he wasn't trying to like.
I get it. But no, it was. I mean, he played a hell of a game.
Yeah.
That's one that.
First 2 games of
Yeah,
the year.
that's one that I will say personally, I was surprised because I'm kind of one
Yes,
that
I
had
was.
written Derek Carr off a bit. But,
Everyone after 1 week did. There was like, there's no way he's gonna do this again.
but we had Commanders over the Giants.
Hey, hold on.
Love
Mr. Josh is a Commanders fan. He commented on that one.
7 field goals.
Hey, Did Jane Daniels make any mistakes? Did Jane make any mistakes? No, he didn't. He led drives the whole time. Maybe he didn't get touchdowns.
Well, their offensive
But
line
scoring
false
drives.
starting in the freaking red zone.
But look, scoring.
If Brian Robinson had scored a touchdown, would have won me like $200.
Who cares about fantasy?
A round of Sam Arnold, Darnold, Palmers for the boys.
Dude, scoring drives, though. There's a lot of coaches that always go for it. Hold on. There's a lot of coaches that always go for it 4th and 2, 4th and 3 in the red zone all the fucking time. They were kicking it every single time because they knew they couldn't get past. They knew that they were getting stopped. They were doing
Golly.
smart
But
choices.
Washington's going to be so bad.
I know, but they
can't
won the
score on
game.
the Giants.
They won the
Giants are
game.
Awful.
The Giants are bad. And yeah,
Win's a win, baby.
A win is a win. And,
You
You
got to feel good about a win as a Washington fan.
Sure.
This guy
I'm not
is
saying
a
they
Washington
shouldn't feel
fan.
good. No, they should absolutely.
And Jaden's looking pretty good the first 2 games.
I haven't
He's
watched.
running the ball really well.
He didn't make any mistake. He didn't make a fumble or a pick last game. No fumble, no picks.
Yeah, he's not making mistakes and he's running the ball
saw
really
some
well.
stats.
They got Brian Robinson and
Josh said
Eckler
the
now.
Commanders are in first place, but they're tied with us for first, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah, with the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, they're tied for first right now, Josh.
Pathetic, Randy.
Good job.
No, that's what Josh said, though.
No, I'm just saying.
What?
You guys shouldn't.
Yeah, I know. If Saquon catches the ball, it'd be 2-0. Just shut up. At
Just
least
think, man,
Who
last
are you
week.
tied with?
Yeah, who you guys?
Panthers.
Oh, yeah, the
week-
Panthers.
A bunch
For
of
worse
them
in the
the
league.
Bengals.
Just think, last week
For
we were
worse
tied
than the
with half
league.
the league. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but after 2, it's a
You're
little
not even
different.
tied with half the league.
Yeah, after 2, it's a little different. Here we go.
all right, so we
Move
had
on.
Bucks over Lions.
That was a good game, too.
Good win by Tampa on the
Yeah,
road.
most
Nobody
definitely.
thought
Baker,
that.
man. Baker really,
First 2
he's
games.
earning his money, man. Like
Yes, he is.
Thanks, man.
he's doing his thing.
Baker's fantastic.
I think that the Buccaneers
He has a lot of
have
weapons.
have a good quarterback that they needed to come in place of Tom Brady that
Yes.
came from an unlikely place.
Yep.
I
He
think
went to
that
the Rams for 4 games, and he did really good on the games he played, and that sparked everything, and he was money after that.
They have a good defense that just doesn't give up. You can't run on them at all.
yeah.
They do. Yes, they do.
You had
Detroit's one of the
Packers
top
over
run game,
Colts.
Willis looked damn good. He didn't pass the ball a bunch, but
He looked good except for that one that he probably could have let go, but
You got the puke ball.
I was like, yeah, that
You
poor,
heard about the puke
poor
ball?
dude
I heard
caught
about the puke ball. That
It
was
doesn't
cool.
make sense. As he said he didn't throw it because it had puke on it.
So
That's you
for
can throw
those
it
who don't
quicker.
know,
Yeah, you
the
think you-
center,
You hold it.
center
Hold
puked
it.
on the football before he
literal
shotgun hiked
puke.
it to the quarterback.
Literal
So he gets the
puke.
ball and it's covered in vomit,
Yes.
and he just takes off with it.
straight
And
Willie Beeman that ball.
And and the coach asked him, "Why didn't you throw it?" And he said,
Puke.
It's covered in puke, coach." So I guess he was thought he might lose his grip, trying to throw a puke ball. Oh, but it's like, what do you do? Like,
I wonder what Levis would have done with it. God, he would have done something crazy with a puke
Oh my
ball.
gosh.
who knows?
he would have punted it.
He would
This
have,
needs some mayo.
This needs a man.
he would have ran it through the car wash.
Oh man.
Vex it,
Vexed.
Vex it. Oh man. So Cardinals over Rams, man.
41 to
The
10.
Rams are a freaking mash unit, dude. They've got nobody. They're like 3 offensive linemen.
You got to give Cardinals some credit.
I'm just saying,
Especially
currently
after
right
last
now,
week.
Cooper's
I
out.
didn't think he was taking any away. He
No,
was
I
just
mean,
commenting on.
I'm just
the
saying
fact
they're a mash
They're
unit. man.
decimated.
They're like
On defense
what-
there, you're talking?
No, their whole
Or
the
offense?
offense. It's
Oh
Stafford.
yeah,
it's
you're right.
Stafford
The
in
2
practice
linemen
squad.
got hurt. Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cup is out.
Yeah,
on
Cup's out.
IR.
Puka's now.
Puka's out. 3 offensive linemen.
3 now.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Kyron's still in.
Yeah, I got Kyron, baby.
Yeah,
But he's fucked.
Yeah,
dude,
like,
he's like he might just stub his toe at home and be like,
Turf toe,
Let me
guys."
just go
Or
on IR.
trade.
Trade
value.
I don't know if they trade him, but like they're not. I mean, but it's like I just need to go on IR with the rest of the guys because I'm not. About
Rams
to
are
run
in
behind
trouble.
this
Yeah,
offensive
Rams
line.
Rams are in trouble for sure.
and
No
let's
Aaron
not-
Donald either.
Let's not forget about Marvin Harrison having his breakout game.
Yeah,
you know,
he had a
2
good
games
first
into
quarter.
the season,
The first
like,
7 minutes of the
breakout
game. The
True,
first 7 minutes of
but
the game.
he had a whole game's worth of stats in 1 quarter.
Yes,
so,
he did.
I
He
mean,
didn't do anything the rest of the game.
Yep. 4 drops, 4 incomplete passes all game. Kyler Murray had all to Marvin. He said he was pissed off because all 4 of them were to him. Perfect passer rating.
We should have caught him.
Now,
I'm excited about Kyler, man.
But
He's looking really good to start the year.
Just got to keep
What
it
else
going.
you got,
guys.
man?
Game against the Bills.
So we got Steelers over Broncos. Now that's up that game.
Barf bag game.
But like Robert was saying,
Because you
like,
don't like the Steelers.
you two guys were talking about. So
It's like every Steelers game there.
It's just
I think
barf.
the
It's
Steelers
not boring to
defense
watch.
is
It's so
they're
boring.
still a good defense, but the fact that it's 13-6 with the Broncos, neither team really has a solid team.
They've scored
overall.
one touchdown.
Yeah.
they don't.
We've scored one touchdown all year.
Yeah.
Go
and
look-
won 2 games. They're not the 2000 Ravens. This is not going to hold up. Okay? This is not going to hold up.
No one's saying that it is, but go look at the Ravens' schedule last year. Go look at all their scores. This is what they've been doing. This is what they've getting in the playoffs. This is what they have been doing. Every game looks like
it's
this.
so
Look
boring.
at week 1. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah, exact same.
I hate it.
Defensive battles. Defense wins championships, though.
The
how many-
over-under
oh my
in that
God.
game was 36.
Daniel Hart, man, I will tell you right now, I've had some terrible luck in the years playing fantasy
Tariq's
football.
not hurt, though.
But I will say this: nobody,
Debo's-
he almost got in big legal trouble.
Debo's
But
only out a few weeks, and Higgins will be back.
that's still tough, though, man.
Yeah.
That's still.
He'll be
But stick with it, man. Stick with
No,
it. It
that's
gets
not
better.
near as bad as.
gets
Oh,
better.
hold on.
No, it doesn't.
I'll
get
show
better.
you.
It's a life of misery.
Oh, yeah, right, Oxlong.
No, I'm just saying.
All
like-
your money shots last
No,
year, you were
hold on.
so
We've
happy.
all accepted this. As
You were
far as
so
football
happy.
goes, fantasy football goes, we just let our teams
Who's this guy's name?
dictate our mental health. It's just what we do.
Listen to this guy's team.
more.
This is the real team, Daniel Hart. This dude had Jordan Love, who's now out, Raheem Mostert, now out, Kenneth Walker out, A.J. Brown will be out a few weeks, Deebo Samuel will be out a few weeks, Joku, Kupp's on the IR, and then he had Graham Gano, who got hurt on the first kickoff of the
is not a
game.
real team.
This is a real
this is an
team.
AI
No.
created team. Well, hold on,
This
hold
is a
on.
real team. Send into ESPN. Send into ESPN. ESPN
saw
NFL.
that.
Someone sent this in. His entire team is injured by week 2. This is a dude's real team.
Golly.
There's been so many injuries this past few weeks. It's happening to a lot of people. Maybe not that bad, but
The voodoo is real,
dude,
man.
it
really
So
is.
many
quit.
underdogs.
Don't
win
quit,
this week.
man. Stick in
Everybody
the waiver
getting hurt.
wire, man. Go to the waiver wire. Get the backups. Get the guys that are about to start and roll. Keep rolling,
Well,
man. 15 more weeks.
One of the fun ones that we get to talk about to get some insight on is going to be this Bengals Chiefs game.
Joe Burrow played fantastic.
I will
that
tell
whole
you
game.
right now, I think somewhere
He did not
in
deserve,
a basement in a house somewhere,
deserve to lose.
Chris Collinsworth and a group of NFL referees like circle jerked after this game because I still question that one at the end. I have a hard time with it. Kansas City, and I'm not saying whether it was or wasn't. I'm just saying I find it odd how many games, I'm not just talking about Super Bowl, I'm talking about how many games in general for the Kansas City Chiefs that the game is being lost at the end and one flag changes, it basically gives them a game.
But it was a penalty.
It was a bang bang play.
Yeah,
You can't go through the back of the defender to get to the ball. You have a right to
was-
go to the ball, but you can't go through the back
You're
of the
right.
defender to
It was
get there.
unlucky.
And he
It was
got there
unlucky.
early.
But
did.
like I said, I agree with Donnie. It's a bang bang play. I just think I'm not saying it wasn't a penalty. I'm saying in the broad scheme of things, it's amazing
It
how
always
many of
happens to
Kansas
them.
City's games
Yes.
are decided by a penalty going in their favor in the last minute of a game.
Yeah, I think fans
that's
are
basically
hypersensitive.
lost.
I think a lot-
myself included, to watching the Chiefs fans get bailed out. with
It's
calls.
just like when it was the Patriots winning all the time. It was always the refs are helping. They're like, you just get sick of
watching them win.
watching them win.
So when a call goes their way,
so
you're like,
it's
I
just
am, and I'm sick of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate it.
I'm unlike everyone in our chat and everything. I don't have a problem with the Chiefs. They don't get on my nerves. It's whatever.
Well, I mean-
so I actually do look at it like kind of without that
Yeah.
thing, which is why I was like, well, because I didn't see it like live, and I was like, oh, okay, I want to so I went looking for it. And I looked. I was like, all right. I looked okay to me. Like it wasn't that bad. Now it wasn't as agreed. There was one in one game where it was real
Blatant.
real
Yeah.
blatant, and they ended up calling it. I can't remember
And-
what that one was, but like it. Could they have not called it?
That's what I'm saying. And that situation,
Possibly.
situation, how many times the refs not call things?
Well, but I hate that in that situation. I hate people when they say in that situation you can't call that.
You can, but come on.
I'm not saying you can or can't. I think
Come
that
on.
the refs. Let me change how I said it. Then let me rephrase it. I think that at the end of the games for the Chiefs, the refs get more sensitive at the end of the game of their games than a lot of teams than refs do in a lot of games. And again, that's probably a perception thing, but I feel like some of those plays, those bang bang plays, yes, it can go both
100%
ways.
agree.
But you gotta. We've said how many times,
ruse.
like sometimes you gotta let the guys play. You gotta let them play. I've seen some of the best games I've ever watched in football were games that the refs, mostly college, were games where the refs kind of sat back and let the guys
yellow
go.
jersey you can play.
Yeah.
The other teams they don't let you play.
Yeah.
Although I agree with Robert, the call this past week, it was a PI.
They
So-
were a
it's like-
toe and a
I think
penalty
people
away
are just
from being
mad
0
because it's
2.
like, damn it, dude, don't do that. They don't need the help. Like not at all. It's just like because everybody's pissed because damn, the Chiefs are going to win this game now.
Well, and I feel like you get in the mindset of or in the mind of players too, is that you've seen all this happen over and over, whether it's a perception thing or not, and the players are out there. They're like, well, if I play hard, I'm going to get penalized. But if I slack off and try to keep from getting a penalty, Mahomes is going to torch me and they're going to score anyway.
Playing defense is almost impossible.
Hell yeah,
Dude,
it is.
I-
It's an
If they're
offensive game.
thinking if I play hard, I'm going to get called for a penalty, something's wrong with it. It's not. You're not getting called for a penalty because you're playing hard. You're getting called for a penalty because you're committing one.
You're more likely to commit one by playing
I
hard.
never
than you
known
are.
Robert to be uphold the rule of law with siding with the refs.
I am the law.
I think if you wait for him to catch it, at least get hands on the ball and then crack him, he probably
But,
dropped
you
it
know,
or just give him a
whatever.
good pop, But you got to time it up
I just
well.
wanted to go-
You gotta do- gotta do
it's
things
not
better.
Like on that, it's tough. You're
is
trying
tough.
to
You got
time the
all
ball.
forms.
I just want,
Yeah.
I want the Chiefs. You know what? I want the Chiefs to keep winning and have a great season. Just to all to
Fail in the playoffs.
one
Yes.
crescendo where they
Yes.
just diarrhea
Yes.
all over themselves.
Yes. I just wanna see it.
and
Finally.
are out.
I don't care if it's you guys.
all the time.
No, I want that to happen.
Of course,
I
in
want it to
fantasy
happen.
land, but
Well, let's move on. We got a couple more minutes
think
just
they're
for the
looking
NFL before we got to move on.
It happened to the Patriots as well a couple times, and
It happened to the Ravens last year.
And we really only have one more game to talk about because we kind of already hit on the Eagles game. We had Texans and Bears. Man,
If you like field goals, this was your game.
Caleb Williams, and I know you're going
Stroud-
to disagree with me, but the first two games, I'm just going to say, has not looked good. The first
I don't
two games.
disagree with you at all because I did come into the year thinking this guy's a god because I was watching him all throughout his college career, and it's legit just a lot different. You see it with Bryce Young, you see it with everybody else. They said it perfectly. With C.J. Stroud in the last 5 or 10 years, he is one of the only rookies to come up and have immense success. Now, did he have a good team coming up? Yeah, he had a good team. But last year, I mean, he made those weapons. Nico, Noah Brown, all those guys. And then now that the
Joke's on them. This is vodka.
now that the GM sees, that we have a good team and this guy's, you can trust him, they're going to get key parts like, Mixon, Steph Diggs, all those guys. So, yeah, man. I don't know if you guys are listening, but they're
taste it
tasting
more
a fucking
since I-
Mountain Dew, though.
I do taste it more since I haven't been sitting here eating Oreos.
So it was me and Robert pretty much just on that day. And then,
But yes,
Thirsty.
I agree. I think that rookie quarterbacks, we've talked about that a bunch too. Rookie quarterbacks are too much is expected of rookie quarterbacks for some of these teams who are like, we have to have a guy brought in from the draft to change things right now. I think Caleb Williams, the game moves faster than college. I think that's been hard for him to get a grasp of how much faster, because in college,
Yes.
he was a fast joker out there. Like, he was one of the fastest dudes as a quarterback as far as decision making, good throws, throwing it on a dot. You get to the NFL and all of a sudden you're not as fast as you used
he's
to
not
be.
playing
big
San Jose
boys coming
State
after
anymore.
Exactly. And
You got big boys
Your
coming after
eyes
you.
get big when you let some of these throws go.
Yes.
Your eyes get big when you start seeing some guys break through the line. You start getting happy feet. I'm not saying he's a bad player or anything like that. I'm just saying he hasn't come out and done what I think Chicago hoped he would.
Yeah.
To me, I think he looks like he can figure it out, though. He doesn't look lost.
And he's got plenty of weapons.
I agree with you.
The only thing that I think people don't even think about is you have to have a good O-line to play good offense.
And he doesn't.
They literally have the almost same exact O-line as last year. I think they got one draft pick to try to help him. I don't think he's playing. It's the same O-line as last year. You saw how bad that was last year with Fields running around everywhere. I think most of Moore's catches, big plays that they got last year is on the run, big throws. So he's not going to be able to do that. Even with the weapons he has there, he has to learn the offense. And if he's running around most of the time, they said 67% of the time he was running around. Because that's how much pressure.
Yeah, he had pressure.
Because the O-line just free release. They don't know what they're doing half the time. They can't block the guys when they do know what they're doing. So you got to solve that problem first and then move on. They're not going to be good without a good O-line. It doesn't matter if you have Swift and Keenan and Moore and any amount of talent. You can't get them the ball with a bad O-line. It just is what it is. So until they fix that, I don't think they're going to be great.
No.
Caleb Williams is going to progress.
I think they need to lower their expectations and give him a chance to develop. Whether that's as a starter, you can still develop as a starter, but you got to lower your expectations and stop.
But
putting
whose expectations are you talking about? Like, I don't think
Chicago fans.
The fans don't need to do anything. That has no bearing on what the team does, though. Like, I think Chicago within their organization, they probably aren't. They didn't draft him thinking we're this year. This is the year. You know, I think they think, okay, we think he will be our guy.
Yeah.
But they don't have any other choice. But who else are they going to play? Now the fans, and the media, they've created this. Oh, he's here to save them. He's here to save them for this year.
Right.
Well, that's just noise. That's just noise for TV shows to talk, the TV to talk about,
podcasts to
everything.
talk about.
Right, for us to talk about.
Yeah.
The Bears themselves aren't looking at these first two games thinking we made a mistake. Like, no, they're thinking, this is part of the process.
I think that you go into it, if you're in that front office, you go into it hoping that you do. You go into it hoping that this is the puzzle piece that you go in and you just start winning games over and over and over. But you also, in that same mind, you keep in your, in the front of your mind, if we go in here and we lose these first few games, we just need to be ready to build off of that.
Right.
And I think that's what they will do. But again, I know he had a lot of pressure on him, whether it be from media or analysts or ESPN or CBS Sports or whoever. Yep. There's a lot of pressure on a guy coming through there because of how big a deal it was when Fields was traded. How much were they going to put into building the team around him? How much they did put into building the team around him, spending that first overall pick on him. Like, there's a lot on it because this was a big draft. There was a lot of talent came out on this draft. And
but this is what the Bears do. They haven't they've been searching for a quarterback for years. They've used first round picks on quarterbacks trying to find them. So this is what they do. They don't find they look. They either find them or don't, and then they look again.
I think a good takeaway though, real quick, their defense the last 2 weeks has been fantastic. I mean, obviously Will Levis probably gave them the game last week. They also scored another touchdown on top of that last week, but this game they held C.J. Stroud and that really elite offense to 19 points.
Yeah,
they kept Caleb Williams and that offense in the game. Yeah, he was getting pressured the whole game, but the defense kept him in it just like the first one, and they won. So just imagine if he starts picking up just a little bit. Maybe they solve some of those O-line problems, move some guys around, stuff like that. I'm not saying they're going to be great. Like Robert said, they're going to progress. They might be okay this year. Next year, maybe they invest in O-linemen, get some trades, move on. I think that's the only thing they're missing.
I've been seeing a lot of talk. They need to make a trade.
Yes, for O-line. For tackle.
Yeah.
For O-tackle, at least, for God's sake. Somebody to protect him.
They got talent they can trade, that's for sure. Well, let's move on to some fantasy football real quick. We got a little bit of time. We still got a couple things we got to go through. All right. Fantasy football is an awesome week for fantasy. A lot of close games in our league.
Yeah.
I'm sure around everywhere fantasy football had some really good games this week. Alvin Kamara, I think he's the number one scorer this week.
Yeah, by far.
Four total
when he
touchdowns.
gets 4 touchdowns in one game.
Yeah, 44
points.
in our league, 115 yards, four total touchdowns. That was big, but there was a lot of guys who really came through with some really solid weeks. Malik Neighbors,
Yes.
I didn't think he was going to have as good a week as he did. He ended up having a pretty damn good week. He had almost 30 points. James Cook, same way against the Dolphins. Who stood out to you guys? Anybody that you can really think of? Because
Probably
I want to get to that Monday
Justin
night.
Jefferson.
Yeah.
He's got a big, a 97-yard touchdown catch. That's going to set your
tweaked
That's
in the
set
third,
you at
though.
like 17, 18 points right there.
18 and a half. It ended up being 19 after they did the
Yeah,
the
so
re-
I
the
mean
recount in
that's a
Roberts
day
League.
in
Yeah.
one play. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, good thing
you don't
did,
get
'cause
too
he
many
got
of those.
hurt.
So
Yeah,
that
he
was
got
a good
hurt
day
in the
for him.
third, unfortunately.
What's that?
He got hurt in the third, so good.
Yeah,
He would
got
have had
little
a
banged
bigger
up,
day,
yeah.
probably, for sure.
I had Shaheed Godwin and Jefferson in Roberts League, and within like 10 minutes, it was like,
I think a wild,
Dude, my team,
wild 10
I
minutes
had
for you.
Godwin,
Oh, God. His was going ham with DK.
DK, ETN, like the whole 1 o'clock, all my players scored.
Oh, yeah, it was
They
like
went
ding,
off,
ding,
like,
ding,
scoring
ding.
touchdowns.
good feeling.
It is.
Yeah, it
good
is.
feeling.
So I went and bet on Cody Parkinson to score one in the later games. I was like, they're all going to score.
Rams are toast.
Let's see. CD, Devontae, very solid games. Brees Hall, good game, 25 points
Yeah,
almost.
Brees is going to be a top focal point of that offense.
Let's see.
I got Allen,
I'll tell you,
too.
man,
Managers got to be getting creative with all these injuries, man.
Yes,
Most
yes.
definitely.
That's what
Most
you got to do.
definitely.
You got to get
And that
creative
was-
and just go on a whim.
that was the big thing is, we had some really good, a lot of good scoring players.
Gotta tell 'em where the money
Marvin
shot.
Harrison, like we talked about, 2 touchdowns, 92 yards, 2 catches in the first 7 minutes of the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge for a fantasy day. But, on top of the fantasy points and the teams, the close games, the injuries really have been in the last 3 days. It's not even just like, oh, we lost an offensive lineman here. We lost a linebacker. No, it is like
the amount of
high-ranking
talent.
skill position
Yes.
players going down like flies this week.
Yes.
That is wild.
Debo at the end of the game, all of a sudden, it's like 2 minutes left. Last 3 plays of the game. This came out like 2 days later. Oh, he tweaked something. He'll be out a few weeks. Then AJ in practice right before the game. Oh, I tweaked my hamstring. I'll probably be out a few weeks. Just like, what the fuck?
McCaffrey,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
They
These
finally
guys are
announced him
huge
being
in the
on
league.
IR.
Yeah, McCaffrey to
Put
IR.
that guy's whole fantasy team who was out.
Yeah.
Dude, that dude's probably not. I would
I
don't even know how you
back. I'd be like,
continue.
dude, I'm
Get
out.
creative.
But do you
Yeah,
have to
get
put,
real
You
creative.
can't get rid of the guys. that
You
are gonna
can't,
come
yeah,
back.
I'm like, if you get rid
So,
of him, you might as well.
Your whole bench is going to be out, and then you're going to be starting whims, going out on a
Oh
whim.
my god.
Yeah, baby. Let's do it. I love that.
I'm like, dump your entire bench, put all
Your
your injured
starting
players on your bench, and just get all second stringers to start. That's all you. I mean, what can you do?
sometimes your bench does better than your starters. So
Well, when they're all hurt, they damn sure do.
yes, sir. Got to do
But
it.
yeah, I mean, like, it's the NFL. There's always some injuries and stuff, but just to see so many high-end names,
Oh, it's been a freak weekend.
The-
It's been crazy.
be just
The upsets and
nuts
the
like
injuries,
that.
man. That's been a wild week. Wild.
What else y'all got?
I mean, fantasy wise,
Money shot. You got to talk about.
well, I
we're
didn't.
getting to it.
I did not deliver or receive any.
Did not deliver.
So I mean, the Monday night money shot is always real, and
It's gonna be there, man. I feel like it happens every week.
Every
now.
week,
It
somebody
happens every
gets
week.
one.
Well, let's talk about it. You got one in mind?
No, well, I guess it had to be. It wasn't with me, but I guess it had to be old Donnie over there with.
I was scared. I can't lie. I was scared last night.
hit him with the old.
I wanted my team to win, though. Jesus Lord.
I mean, you had to trade a fantasy win for.
I did not like
win.
that. I would have taken a loss and had them win. Like, wow.
Well,
I would have taken that
I
all
have to
day.
agree with you. I think Jalen and Saquon doing just enough to give you
But that catch at the end.
Point.
Okay, so Jalen throws it behind him, that one receiving touchdown. His butt is on the quarter-yard line and they call it. You know, I thought right there, I was like, I'm gonna lose because of that. I was like,
inches,
I'm gonna lose because of that. We might pull it out, so I'm not that mad.
Game of Isaiah likely toes.
right.
Chiefs
Well-
are 2-0 because of a toe and a penalty. So
With that, we have
Fuck
to
that.
award Donnie. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Awarding Donnie this week over Zach from the league. Donnie gets to give Zach the Monday night money shot.
money shots.
So, other than that, before we get on to what moves you, I do want to just chat for just a minute. You know, nothing real big has changed. The Braves are on the cusp on wild card still. Not a lot.
Orioles suck.
I think
I'm
we're losing it, man. I think the Mets are gonna take it.
I've been out.
They're hot. The
I know,
Mets are
Boston-
hot.
Whole month of
Boston's
September, we've
just
been
been like-
ass.
Hey,
Orioles are a bad baseball.
hold on. I got something for you. You'd like
I
this.
don't know if y'all have realized this.
Hold on. I got something for Brent. He's gonna like this.
They suck.
Let's hear it.
He's gonna like it. Hold on. I promise you'll like it.
I can't remember the last series
right.
we won.
Duran, first player in the MLB since 1901. 40 doubles, 10 triples, 20 home runs, 30 stolen bases. 124 years, sir.
That's
Nobody-
not great, but it also does seem like a lot of random numbers for different to
He's a
work
good
in.
player.
That's a fantastic year.
No,
That's
it
all I'm
is.
saying.
I said it's great, but
I know, you'd rather be in the playoffs.
You can move those and around.
First player who played on a Tuesday hit 2
Oh,
home runs.
No, I don't think
You
I
can't,
no, I
you
agree
can't.
with you,
It
Donnie.
literally said historic. It's history.
Right.
Respect it.
I said he's had a great year,
yeah.
and those are
Giving
great
him
stats.
high spirits right
You
now.
know, yeah, I appreciate you, Donnie, trying to lift me up, but
No, even
you know,
Durant
he's
said he
only
doesn't
one
care about
player.
the stats. He doesn't
If he
care.
could pitch,
He wanted to win.
that would be great.
Yeah. No, he wanted to win. He said he doesn't care about the stats. Just
Well,
like you said, just stats.
you know,
but they wanted to
Yeah,
win.
that's good.
Statistically, none. I mean, Robert's well in it. They're number one in the wild card. They're 5 games up over Minnesota. And
You
third.
guys are clawing with the Mets right
Man,
now.
we're-
Yeah, our series with the Mets is gonna.
It will determine who goes to the wild card.
I
in that
won't
third
be
spot.
surprised if we end up as the last wild card.
I don't think so.
You have not watched this.
Yeah, the last
This
few weeks
team
it's
is
been bad.
fucking awful.
I get it. I get it.
They're
And I'm not
fucking
saying
awful.
I'm not saying they're falling apart. I just don't think you'll be the last.
No,
team.
they're not falling apart. They're fucking awful.
Here we go. Let's hear it.
I like
The last few weeks has been ups and downs.
I mean, it's-
for sure for
it's
both of our
baseball.
teams.
No, there's been no ups. They haven't won a series this entire month. They are fucking awful.
Is that for real?
He knows more than us about Baltimore. I feel like
They're in every sense of the word. Sounds like
I didn't know that, but yes, that's
You
that's
want
pretty
Mo.
bad.
You want a momentum going into the playoffs. They
Exactly.
got it.
The momentum teams are going to be the ones that win it.
They can't hit the ball.
What?
That's usually not their problem, man.
I don't know.
At risk of
It's so
Robert,
crazy.
They haven't been able to hit the ball since July.
Yeah, August, July.
At
Yeah.
risk of Robert yelling at me really, really bad. You are wrong, Robert. You guys did win the series against the White Sox.
13-3 and 9-0.
Lost the game. The White Sox are going to have an historical season of the most losses ever. But
Well-
one of their 30 wins will be against the Orioles.
If it goes down that way, then you know what? We'll probably all of our teams will be probably watching the playoffs.
Are they going to
on
break the
couch.
Mets record?
Who?
The Mets. They were like the 1962
Yeah,
Mets.
they're
They are.
they're in line to break the record
Yeah.
for the
team
worst team ever. But they beat the Orioles.
Well, it'll be. I hate to say it'll be interesting to see how it does play out. I've got high hopes for you because I don't know how. I don't think we can beat the Mets playing the way we are versus how they're playing right now, and I think that does us in for the season. Boston being 4 games out of the wild card, it's not statistically out, but you guys have a long road ahead of you. In
No, they're
just
out.
For just
They're
a couple weeks, you'd have to win everything and still need some help.
Yeah, that's
There's
not
only
gonna
like
happen.
4 series left. They're out.
Yeah, we're done. But hey, man, nobody thought we would be here.
No, y'all had a really good
Yeah.
year.
It's all right.
Most definitely.
I've put baseball on the shelf.
Moving
until-
forward, though, you
until
guys have a lot of
spring.
young talent, a lot of young pitchers. I think next year will be You'll be moving up. You're moving up in the world. I think it'll be
Speaking
a
of
better
moving.
year.
Speaking of moving,
Oh yeah. What?
nice little segue I did right there.
Speaking of moving.
I had to take a little bit of time because Josh is on the road right now, so he can't close the podcast out. So I had to get. I'm trying to slow all of our topics down. But yeah, no, you're right. Speaking of moving,
Our remote guy is currently moving in a vehicle.
in a vehicle,
Joshua.
in the Subi.
Yeah, I can't.
He was like, if I get to CVS, I can close it down for CVS.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm waiting for
But yeah, we did have some moving things this week. Brent, you want to start us off? With
Well,
what
you know,
moved you?
I feel like I'm the resident Major League Eater correspondent here
Yeah.
on Sports Bites podcast. So we've talked about Joey Chestnut, at least I have, multiple times. Well, just 2 weeks ago at the Bengals home opener, Joey Chestnut challenged a 5-on-1 bratwurst eating contest.
Yes, I saw this. This was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
5 guys versus Joey Chestnut bratwurst eating.
He was slamming the
killed
wieners.
him. He killed him.
Slamming wieners in the mouth.
Okay, you don't
bet
be
you
like
like
that.
Oh, he was swinging brats too. Those are big daddies.
Creamy dogs.
So
dogs.
I got the number right here. I want to make sure. I wanted to double check it.
All right.
All right, so it was a 3-minute race. 3 minutes. Now, the bratwurst is not a hot dog.
Yeah.
How many do you think he ate in 3 minutes?
3 minutes?
3 minutes. As long as I've been talking about Joey Chestnut.
Brats, like
Bratwurst.
big boys.
No, just like, you know.
Oh, okay. It's like normal.
Bratwurst.
Okay.
48.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Oh yeah, 3. Yeah, 29.
29. Think about the pack you get at the store that's got 5.
Yeah. I was thinking more along the lines of like 19, 20.
You're right on it. He ate 18. And with that number, he beat the other 5 individuals. And not
What did they
long
beat,
before that,
3
he
apiece?
killed Kobayashi in a made-for-Netflix special.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh,
awesome.
yeah, Glizzy God. He is the Glizzy God. Yeah,
the glizz.
Our boy, Joey I mean, I got to stick up for our snackers, our eaters over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
Joey Chestnut getting it done. That's what moved me, even though it was last week. I just found out about it this week. So that's what
Rob's
moved
on
me.
edge about what it moves them, I think.
18 broadies in 3 minutes.
I was just fucking. I said you're on edge over there about what you're about to say.
18.
What moves you?
18. That's
Dude.
that's 1, 2, almost 4 packs.
Think about the 5 guys.
4
What they eat.
packs of those things in 3 minutes.
What did the other guys eat? 1 a minute? It was 5 guys. What
Yeah,
they eat?
yeah.
3 apiece? Think about that. 1 each minute?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well,
I
you
could eat
probably
more than
got-
1 a
I
minute.
feel like I could
That's if
probably,
all guys are
probably
working
more
at
than one a
optimal
minute.
capacity.
Yeah, I
You
feel
probably
like
had one guy who was lagging, was like, I can't eat a whole broadie.
Yeah, I can't even eat a whole
and then eat a whole nother broadie in another minute, and then
That's
funny.
That is funny. Yeah, 18. That's ridiculous.
I'm about to challenge Joey Chestnut to Italian sausages. See what he's got.
just changed the
Sweet
flavor.
Italian sausages.
If you change the flavor, I will outperform 5 men, and I'll beat you.
That's good.
Man, you never know. Maybe it's one of those things where you had a skill you just never knew it your whole life.
Yeah, I know you got to.
I can take down.
I know you can take down a
the
dog.
Acuña dog.
I know you can take down a.
Ron just said
Yeah, that's why they call you Rest Stop Randy.
Yeah.
You'd be working over there at the Flying, working at
Stop
the Flying, working at the Flying J late at night. Rest Stop Randy will take care of you.
Oh, we used to go to Flying Jails. Driving those fucking trucks, man.
Please change your team name to Rest Stop Randy.
That's good.
It was almost Dirty Randy. It was almost Dirty
Dirty
Randy.
Rest
Randy.
Stop Randy sounds much better.
Yo, that is good. We'll have to use that. Going forward.
That weird dude who works at the truck stop on the side highway. All the truckers know him, but if you walk in and you're just a stranger getting gas,
you
you're
don't
like,
know
I
Rest
don't
Stop
even
Randy?
want to
Rest
come
stop
close
is
to
a
that
weird
guy.
place
Hell
in
yeah.
general.
Yes.
So if there's a guy, Randy, working there, you know Randy has seen some shit.
You don't know Rest Stop Randy?
You don't know. Rest Stop Randy couldn't do anything. He could be a drug.
He could do
He
anything.
could be a custodian. He could be a drug dealer. Oh my God. He could be Rest Stop Randy.
He could save your life out of the gas pump and then sell you crack when you come in.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
He'd do it all, baby.
my gosh.
He can do it all.
Well,
Here we go.
aside from Rest Stop Randy, what moved you this week, Robert?
Not a lot.
Rest Stop
Yeah.
Randy.
Not really. I guess.
Give me some.
The globe, the UFC, the sphere.
Oh, the Sphere.
That was cool.
I didn't get to see it.
Did you watch the match? Did you watch the match though?
Yeah, we had it on. We were watching it.
Somewhat. I mean, in and out.
I heard it was pretty sweet.
No, O'Malley got his ass
O'Malley got
kicked.
his ass kicked.
He didn't do shit the whole fight.
He was getting taken down most of the fight. I heard.
But the sphere was awesome.
Yeah, that shit's epic. I love that.
There was some
On the
wild
outside
shit
and
they had
inside.
up on the screen.
They have those. They have those Sphere movie theaters now where you can like sit back and see
Oh, that'd be cool.
all the screen. Like,
Well, that's an IMAX.
well, it's not that. They have like a legit Sphere, like in
At the
Vegas.
sphere?
In Vegas, they have like there's like an arena, and then it might be the same. I guess it might be the same place.
It's got to be, because the sphere, there's only one of those.
Yeah, I guess.
There's only one.
I guess they show
place at the
movies there.
sphere.
Then is what I saw.
But yeah, I think they have other things they do.
Rest Stop Randy.
Have you all seen the new bars they have? One in Dallas and one in LA.
Bars.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
were
a
telling me about
bar,
this.
but you have to buy tickets.
It's like immersive.
and
yeah.
it's to go see a specific game. Like you buy tickets to go to this place to see a specific game.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had the Texas-Michigan game, and you might have seen videos. There's like a bar, and then there's this huge like sphere-like screen. It's not as big. It's not
Panoramic a little bit.
but it is the whole width of the whole
that's-
place, and I mean it's huge. And this place has somebody with a camera on site, like these cameras. And like there was a touchdown Texas scored in the end zone, and this guy's camera was on the field in the end zone, and it's just you're sitting at the bar. It looks like you're on the field.
that's right.
It looks like you're on
like
the
in
field.
the
You
end
just
zone?
see this,
Yes.
them score a touchdown.
I saw that.
The guy just runs
sick.
through like
It's like an end zone view.
it's awesome.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
That is dope.
But yeah, you got to buy tickets and everything.
Yeah.
But it's pretty sweet.
That's pretty cool. That's
cool.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Sweet.
Well, Donnie,
Well,
what moves you this week?
I actually thought about this a few days ago because I, run out of things to think about sometimes as far as what moves me for the week. Sometimes things don't always happen that are very moving. But like we discussed at the beginning, we've been doing this since December 7th, almost coming up on a year. Kind of just what moves me, I've been thinking about just how far we've come as a group. We started in Randy's basement with 2 mics that he got, his sound system, and a what's it called? Beer pong table. That was our setup. 2 dining room chairs.
It was not a beer pong table.
call those a folding table.
All right, folding table, beer pong table. All right.
Non-alcoholics call it
Either way,
folding table.
that's what it was for. All right, and we used 2 dining room chairs as our chair. I mean, we were down to the nitty gritty, but we made it happen. And just what moves me, I've just been thinking about it for weeks and weeks and months. Just like how far we've come as a group. These guys have been sticking it out with us this whole time. We got a sound guy now, Josh, who's doing it all for us in the background, so Randy doesn't have to do as much anymore. Rachel, obviously, coming on when she can and doing what she has for the team. So yeah, just
Ronnie stepping in.
yeah, Ronnie, get some cool guests, Brian, all those guys. Thank you guys for being a part of this. I just been
Shout out to
thinking
the
about
people
it,
in the
man.
chat. Always be chatting.
Yeah,
Appreciate
always.
you guys.
Josh, Adam,
Josh,
all those guys, Daniel,
Adam, yep, Daniel.
every week, guys.
Guys from my work, if they're in here watching or anything, Charles, Dave, all you
Yeah,
guys
man.
checking it out. Don,
Mrs. Oxlong at home, I think.
Yeah, Miss
checking in.
Ox.
Mrs. Oxlong checking it out.
Miss
checking
Ox.
it out, most definitely.
But yeah, man, just in general, like just starting something like this, it's always been like a fantasy of mine, like a dream, and I've never thought it would become a reality. And obviously Varsity Park has let us use the studio, so it's just getting better and better for us. So I think that's what's been moving me throughout this week, just thinking about like how far we've come as a unit, and just we're about growing and getting better. So I feel like this is a good start for us to move forward.
I like it. All I can think of is that
Let's stop raining.
Don fantasizes about you.
Matchbox 20 something.
Don fantasizes about you. It's been in my fantasy.
Well,
Rest stop Randall approves.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Rest stop raining in my fantasy.
yeah, so I had two. Mine are real quick though. My big one was Nick Foles, man. Nick Foles, his retirement press conference. He retired yesterday officially as a Philadelphia Eagle. Obviously, you guys know that I'm a big fan of Nick Foles. Carson Wentz and Nick Foles, the year we went and won the Super Bowl. My son was born. That's where he got his name, Carson Nicholas Horn. Carson Wentz and Nick Foles.
Yes, sir.
I can't tell you.
Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag.
Josh.
You ending the segment a
Oh,
little.
he's on. We're good.
He's rolling credits on us.
He's like, guys, you're done. You're donezo.
He's rolling credits.
Yeah,
on it?
no, he's good. I'm watching the screen. We're still on.
So why is mine rolling credits?
Yeah, it might have rolled early. But yeah,
Don't worry about that.
he said the app glitched. He's good. He's rocking with it.
Okay.
But yeah, so Nick Foles retiring as an Eagle. He may go down as one of the greatest play callers in Philadelphia history, strictly off of one play
Philly
in the
special.
Super Bowl. They were not planning on calling that.
Oh,
I
he
love
came
the
up with,
video
like,
when
Philly?
he went up to Peterson and was like, "Hey, coach, you want Philly?" And I
Yep.
was like, "That
Peterson goes,
Yep. You
Yep.
go ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead.
To me, that's probably going to go down as one of the most iconic moments in Philadelphia football history.
Yeah.
Is going to be him saying,
Against
"Coach,
Brady's Patriots.
Philly,
too.
Philly."
Against Brady's
They
Patriots.
said that was a play they ran in practice, that they had literally no intention of running that play during the Super Bowl. And for him to come up and be like, "Let's give it a shot," it was just that perfect moment.
Awesome. That was the one trick play they had. Now
So it worked. But it was awesome to see. It was really awesome to see his retirement conference. He talked about Jason Kelsey coming up to him and them doing this big thing, and it just looked like he had a great time. I love Nick Foles, awesome dude. I was really hoping Nick Foles was going to come on as a coach for us there for a little while, because he had done some work for some other teams as an offensive coordinator, as kind of a consultant with it, and there for a while before we brought in Kellen Moore. I thought there was a chance that we could end up hiring Nick Foles as offensive coordinator. Don't know how well that would have gone, but that was what moved me, was that. And I'm interested to see this Netflix movie coming out.
Mr. McMahon.
no, Aaron Hernandez.
The Aaron Hernandez story.
I want to see the Mr. McMahon one, man.
Really good. I'm not gonna lie. The
Aaron Hernandez
trailer looks
story
pretty
good.
damn good.
I know Joss is ready for this Mr. McMahon one.
Isn't it
FX.
Is it FX? I thought
Yeah,
it was
FX. That was FX, and the Mr. McMahon one's on Netflix. Have you seen that one? Has like him on the puppet strings. And they show all the. You're about to show all the behind the scenes shit that nobody's ever seen.
I might watch
Everyone.
Yeah.
What?
Mr.
I might watch
Vince
that.
Oh, I thought you said you're not. I was like, what?
You ain't gonna see anything. I'm sick of Vince. I
No,
probably won't watch it.
It'll be cool to see all the background shit that we've never
He's
seen.
in control of what's gonna be shown. It's not gonna be anything
This is
good.
done.
Well, you
Vince
boys
is
ready
done.
to review these snacks?
I am.
Oh yeah, we're munching over here.
All right. Well, we'll start with these Shakalicious XL gummies. What do you think, boys?
I think the Shakalicious.
I give them
Oh yeah, Shackalicious, baby.
6-1. They were good. Little big.
I got big gummies.
They're pretty, just a little oversized, just like Shaq. Yeah, 6'5".
Yeah,
I'm
oversized
right
gummy.
there. I was gonna say, all right, 6.5. They're better than average,
Yes,
not great.
exactly.
I'm going.
They're just big like Shaq. And
If I got a handful of them, I wouldn't be
the
mad.
gummy still tastes like a gummy.
They're a solid for me. They're a solid 7. I like them. I do like the oversized gummy, kind of the extra gummy on it. I will say this: I don't do it very often, but if I was trashed and this was the only thing in my, I'm eating every single one of them, and I'm not regretting it at all either. But yeah,
They're gone. It's okay. No, it's okay. Yeah, it's like no thanks.
He works at a rest stop. You don't know where that mouse is.
I think we're fam.
All right. Moving forward.
most definitely.
The dark chocolate Oreos. How'd we do? Need a refresher?
I mean, like Rob was saying earlier, it kind of tastes like a regular Oreo with a hint of cocoa. I'm good.
7, 8.
Yeah, I'll take 7. 7.
Going 9.5.
You love it?
I love them. They're sweeter than dark chocolate. I like the extra.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not like a great dark chocolate flavor.
I'm at
It'll be like milk
8.5.
chocolate. It should be milk chocolate Oreos, honestly. That's what it should be.
I'm at 8.5.
I don't really taste the dark. We're echoing a little bit.
Yes, Josh, I do. I do think he does.
What do you say?
You think Shaq has a giant roll of toilet paper? Yes. Yes.
I gotta have big toilet paper because I take big dumps.
Bro. I'm not even gonna say.
Robert, what you
No
think?
audio. No audio.
7, 8.
No audio. Yeah, I'm hearing
Yo.
Or I was.
Yep, still hearing it. It's all right. Let's keep on rolling. Let me see if Josh has got audio.
Josh, 5 more minutes. Not that Josh. Another Josh.
All right, so let's keep on rolling.
Imagine what giant
that's
toilet
better.
paper
Just
looks
echo
like.
now.
Yo. All right, here we go.
You hear us?
All right.
So next snack, the kettle cooked Cajun spice chips. What'd you think?
Oh, those are my definitely favorite.
9.
Yeah.
I'm going 8 on these. I'm going 8 on these.
I'm gonna go 9-3. Just because
They're good. Voodoo's, I feel like Voodoo's are still a little better for me,
this is
but they're damn good.
probably my
Definitely
favorite
spicier.
flavors.
Yeah.
Cajun's probably my favorite flavor of anything.
I'm giving these a solid 9. They're very good,
Yeah.
and especially the kettle cooked chip.
Yeah.
Football
If that
game.
were in a regular Lay's, I'd probably like it less. But
Yeah.
I like
The kettle, yeah.
a crunchier chip.
Absolutely. A little extra
yeah.
consistency in there.
Whole football game, I'm definitely dogging a bag
right.
of those.
The last thing we're gonna review, the Voodoo guys. Did you
0.
settle a 0? Did you settle on what you think it might be?
I agree. Strawberry.
Strawberry ass. Robert hated it.
I think my palate was more cleansed.
Yeah, I think strawberry Starburst is probably dead on. Some kind of strawberry chewy.
There was a little vanilla in there. I'd
Maybe.
say
Some kind of strawberry shit.
I'll give it
He
a
gave it a
solid.
0.
I'll give it a solid 6.
6.
Yeah, so here's my thing. I
not
set
like
the bar
great, but it's not
after the
bad.
Point Break and the Laguna Lemonade. I set the bar for Mountain Dew flavors pretty damn high. That one I'm probably going more of a 4 with. There's a lot of flavors that I thought are really really good, and that one doesn't really hold.
I thought a 5.
Thought a 5.
You know, if you
all right.
if
It's not
you
bad.
trying.
if
It's not
you
something
mix
I'd
this
go
up
and
with
get.
some flavored vodka,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it could be very good.
You guys seen that AU golden bottle? I'm about to order a bottle of it. It's like all the different flavors.
I know what
The
you're talking about.
Dude, it's like the color, like blue raspberry, strawberry, whatever. It's the color of it and the flavor is like unbelievable.
I'd rather eat an uncleaned ass. Than...
Oh, no, that's not
Piece
true.
of Shaq's toilet paper.
Unclean ass. The Shaq.
Hey, I'll tell you right now. You know who can get you a piece of Shaq's toilet paper?
Rest stop, Randy.
Flying J. San Diego, California, baby. Wherever Shaq is.
Oh man. Well, with that, I think we're shutting it down for the evening. This was pretty good. Great snacks tonight. Great topics. You know, it's been kind of nice. We have some of those months during the season that things kind of start to slow down. You got baseball. We had the Olympics and stuff.
We're
but things
speeding
kinda
back up
slow
again,
down.
baby.
Man, is it not amazing how when football hits, it's like
yeah.
we got
We're
all
a football
content.
podcast.
Yes,
It's exciting to
most
talk
definitely.
We're a
about.
football podcast.
Most
Let's just
definitely.
put that out
Yep.
there.
I'm ready for hockey season.
If the Ravens go 0-3, I might be feeling the same way.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a long season.
I know.
You guys of all teams in that division don't have anything to worry about.
Well, with that, we just want to say thank you once again to all the fans out there who have been a part of this. Thank you guys so much for being in here. The engagements,
Thank you
the
guys.
comments has been a lot of fun.
Josh joined us.
Yep. Thanks so much for being a part of this. Ronnie, I see you jumped in here at the end. Hope you go back and watch it and you like it. Thank you again to all the fans out there. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for being a part of the Sports Bites family. Remember, keep hitting that like button. Keep commenting on these videos. Keep telling you people, hey, man, I know this cool-ass podcast is the best one I've ever seen. You guys should be a member of it and subscribe to it. Tell them whatever you got to tell them. Just get them on board. Let's get this brand. Let's get this podcast going. So with that, we want to thank you one more time for being a part of this tonight and for watching us. And we hope you were all entertained. And Donnie, Brent,
Been good. Been
Robert,
Aaron Knox.
thank you guys so much. This was a lot of fun. And with that, we are Sports Bites, your ¡1 sports podcast, bringing you the best of both worlds.
Sports.
Rest stops.
And snacks.
We love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Rest stop. Man.
Sports.
Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag.